So today I'm going to share with you creating your ideal future, literally living your life with purpose. And for those of you who are brand new to this community, whether you're in the Facebook group or you're on my YouTube channel, or perhaps you're on my podcast listening to this, I welcome you with an open heart and just so grateful to have you in the community paying attention. And if you love this, please hit the like, love, subscribe and share this content and invite more people. Come find your way into our Facebook community group because we have a lot of connection here. Hi Sue, another Sue and Whistle, awesome, lovely to see you. So I really wanted to be able to share this one because this is really front and center for so many people with what's going on right now. A lot of people are feeling the shake up of what's happening in the world, and but I believe it's truly a wonderful thing. It's very uncomfortable and confronting for a lot of people though. And what's coming up is a lot of confrontation of what you don't want and then fear of the future. And I want to be able to just share some insight with you and some training with you so that you can move forward today, take some takeaways, put them into immediate action, and really start shifting your energetic vibration to calibrate at a higher resonance so that you can choose what you're creating for your future now and you can be living more on purpose rather than in reaction. Will that be valuable for you? Give me a yes. So I would really love to just share with you a little bit too from this morning. Like, I've just come off another training call with the Awakened Soul program training group. It's a live group coaching that I do. It's a 6-week group coaching, and so many people we've got over 37 people in that first group already. It has been so empowering and powerful, and we've only just done 2 weeks, but entering week 3, and there's been incredible shifts. I know that some of you are watching this now, or you're going to be watching the replay. Could you just share a few key insights, a few words of how valuable it's been to be part of this group training program to help you wake up to what's been going on by being plugged into the matrix, how to detach from the matrix so that you're back in your power and you can facilitate creating your new reality and you being in your power on purpose to do so. The Awakened Soul program is very much a foundational program for you to understand how to awaken to how you've been living unconsciously, even if you think you're a conscious human being, but if we're living unconsciously and not paying attention, we're allowing our brain to be hijacked. We're allowing our perception to be hijacked. We're allowing our electromagnetic frequency to be harvested and hijacked. But you have the power, as does everyone else, that when you take back your sovereignty, you stand in your power, you're able to energetically harness your energy and master it so that you can be the creator that you were born to be, that you naturally are, without all the veneer and veil of all the disruption to all the signals to who you really truly be. So I welcome you, those who are joining me live right now. Thank you for joining me live. It's awesome. And I wanted to be able to start with connecting you to one of the key tools that helps you to really truly create. But before I go there, I want you to understand something. When you set a goal, are you setting a goal for what you're moving towards, or are you setting a goal to move away from something because it's painful, because you're afraid of it, it's something you don't want? So when you set an intention, a goal, it's really important to have your attention fixed on that goal, really clearly focused on where you're going, still with an awakened perception of all the periphery as well, so that you're not blindsided by anything else going on, but you can pay attention to it, but you're not energetically hijacked and in reaction mode to those frequencies. You can just simply be in a neutral state of observation. It's witness to the energies. And that way you can be choosing, selecting. I choose this. Nope, not for me. I don't choose that. I'm not choosing that, but I see it. I'm just not choosing that. Instead, I'm switching the story to being, well, I'm choosing to be in my power. I'm not a victim or in fear of any kind of push happening, what it might be perceived as happening. And so you want to be able to make sure that you've got your attention on your goal, where you're moving towards, what you're creating. But if you have any energy connected to moving away from the pain or moving away from what you fear, then you're attached to the matrix. And when we're attached to the matrix, that's siphoning our energy and our attention, and it literally becomes this hemorrhaging leak of energy so that we're not having the fuel to move towards what we're choosing to create. We're being hijacked, or we're giving away our own power to, that is literally the subconscious backburning operating system that's driving you. It might be consciously saying, I want to be able to be over here, but subconsciously it's more of a fear of, I just don't want that. But then what we actually are creating more of is, I just don't want that. So it'll create more and more of those energetic loops to keep you in the same frequency of creating more of that. You might move out a little bit to be able to move towards where you want to go. But if you're driving from a fear-based vibration, a frequency, you'll only end up ping-ponging back. You'll, like an elastic band, pulling you straight back in and creating more of that, or you'll sabotage your progress moving forward. So in order for you to be able to really connect with creating your ideal future, you need to be willing to let go of everything you think you already know. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit confronting, because it means that we need to be let going of what we already think there is in order to create space for the new to be created. Otherwise, we're launching what we think we know, trying to predict our future over here, and all we're doing is cookie cuttering, maybe with a slight tweak or a different flavored icing on top of the same cookie over here. It's called tracking in computer terms. Cookies, right? I'm giving you some analogies here to connect with where this is going. So what you want to do is you want to clear the cache. You want to clear the cache. You want to be able to create new. And to do that, you need to be fully present in the moment. You need to be able to be still and really connected with yourself, connected with your power, connected with the frequency of love, of joy, of playfulness, of really being curious and courageous, and just being in the excited delight, and literally having every cell in your body singing with excitement and joy about what's possible, and stepping into that possibility energetically. So you're already creating it. And then energetically, it becomes infused into every cell of your body. And now you're vibrating it. When you're vibrating that, that's when you'll be attracting and radiating your energy and attracting and magnetizing more of the people and the resources and opportunities that line up with that vision that you're creating, because it's something pleasurable, it's something exciting, it's something that's really inviting. That's a much better energy to create from, right? And now it's so much easier said than done. I know. I've been helping so many people for years. And this is a process. You cannot create something new without shining the light on all the shadows, the stuff that's in the dark. Because it's the stuff that's in the dark that we've been avoiding from for a long time. We think, oh, I don't want that, so I'll just ignore it. I'll just shut the door on that one and I'll just go forward. But we end up like pulling all of this energetic luggage behind us. But God forbid if we look at it. But the challenge is that becomes evident in the reflection back. So at the moment, with everything that's happening in a global perspective, it's really exciting. But to many, it's freaking frightening. But it's actually really exciting when you're awake. If you're afraid of what's going on, I want to share with you that what's really happening is not really out there. It's just a reflection of the collective of humanity. It's also a reflection of what you as an individual is not looking at in your own dark spaces within your energy field, within your mind, your body, your soul. And when you're willing to have a look at that and you shine light on it, you love it. You shine the light on it. And when I say you love it, it doesn't mean you have to continue, like, I want to choose that for the behavior, or I choose that for my future moving forward. What I mean is let go of the attachment of judgment to it, because it's judgment that keeps you hooked to the matrix. It's judgment that has you feeling like crap. It's judgment that has you feeling low on the energetic frequency. It's judgment that has you diminishing your possibilities. It's judgment that has you not liking yourself, so you don't believe you're worthy or deserving or enough to be able to choose what you want to choose moving forward. But when you let go of that judgment, you allow yourself to be able to be in the frequency of love. It really is that simple. You just got to cut the time, the commitment, and the addiction to judgment. When you let go of all of that, you can then be in a simple present state of being. You're no longer hooked into the programs of the matrix. You can be the true creator that you were born to be, that you naturally are, that who's authentically you. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that amazing? So when you look at those dark spaces within yourself and you do so with the tools, the challenge is most people won't do it because they don't even know that it's possible. And second thing, they don't have the tools or the training with those energetic tools to do it. So it's like, that's death to myself in some form. My status, my ego, my pride, who I think I am, my belief system. It's all of that gets challenged. But in order for the caterpillar to become the butterfly, it has to let go of everything it identifies with being a caterpillar. And you have to be willing to go into that dark space, the cocoon, to be able to do that reflection, to be able to do that whole self-liquefying reorganization of energy in the field to emerge as the butterfly with the wings and the freedom to be who you really are. That's the challenge. Without the challenge, we don't have the growth. And without the growth and the challenge, we don't have the potential fully activated of who we really are. The truth is, it's a wonderful experience, but it's terrifying at the time because the ego wants to attach to everything it thinks it knows. It wants to be safe. It wants to be certain. So instead of letting go and being in the unfamiliar zone of complete space to create something new, if you're attached to certainty, all you're going to do is stay in the familiar space of what you think you know and keep projecting the past into the future. But what if you decided now to let all that go? What if you decide now to actually choose you? What if you decide now to choose your most glorious, amazing, prosperous, healthy, abundant, loving future and choose for it to be activated now, so that you start being it now, and more and more and more of that evidence in the frequency shows up for you because you are consistently matching the frequency. What if you were willing to allow yourself to be that? Would that be the kind of wonderful future that you would love to activate? Would that then have you feeling like you're really living your life on purpose, with purpose? I dare say yes. I dare say yes. Because I've been it. I've helped so many hundreds of people walk that journey, go through that experience. No one else can do it for you, but you can be guided by the light of those around you who are lighting up the pathway that can assist to help you see the dimmer switch inside yourself and turn your own light up. And that way, when you turn your own light up, you increase your own frequency, you increase your vibration, you increase activating the possibilities of what's available for you. And a wonderful way to be able to activate those is by asking really powerful questions. What do you desire the most for your life to be? You can use those dark spaces and dark experiences, which are all wonderful parts of your journey. You can use those to determine, yep, I'm done with that. I don't choose that anymore. I choose to be, instead of the drama and the criticism and the judgment and the poverty and the lack and the scarcity and just the exhaustion and not giving to myself, I'm choosing to leave that part done. I'm not being part of that program anymore, but thank you for the lessons and the journey along the way. Now I choose in this moment, I choose to be love, I choose to be light, I choose to be prosperous, I choose to receive, I choose to give the most amazing experience. When I walk into a room, I light it up. And I create an amazing energetic experience for all those that I touch. I choose to be completely abundant. I choose to be and do everything that I desire. That is the highest version of myself that serves the greater good of all of humanity. What are you choosing now? What are you choosing now to create your ideal future? And what language are you choosing to help you design that vision for yourself, to excite every cell in your body? When you say it out loud or in your head, that it whispers to your soul and it has it go all lit up with excitement. What are you saying in language that has your whole body vibrating with joy and anticipation and delight and just a sense of knowing, because you know this is it. And it doesn't matter if you don't see it in the reality just yet, because it's just like planting a seed. I love gardening. I love growing my own herbs and veggies. And I plant the seeds regularly to keep a flow of consistent, beautiful produce happening. But you know, when you plant that seed, you don't go in 2 days later and dig it up because you're like, I don't see you in my reality yet. There's a time for germination. There's a time for it to, it has to crack through, and it needs water, and it needs light, and it needs nurturing, and it needs warmth. And then when it cracks through, it's got to push its way through the soil. It's got to go through its journey. And then it's still got to be nurtured and loved and supported until it really gets its strength to be really fully activating. And it still needs nurturing and love them, but it's just like this. With your dreams, what you're creating for your future, you need to nurture that seed. And you need to be able to love on it and just positively expect it to happen without digging it up and ditching it because it didn't show up immediately, though sometimes it does. Stay in a state of gratitude, stay in a state of excitement, stay in a state of anticipation, positive anticipation, stay in a state of using language that provides a story that is positive assumption of what's coming, of what's showing up, and be that energy now. Pretty exciting, right? Go and create your new future and start living your life with purpose instead of seeking it. Just be it. Be joy, be love, be a positive vibration for the world, be truth, be authentic, be you. And that way you're going to have the most glorious experience in your life now, let alone the future. It'll just perpetuate into the future, but being in it now, that's my invitation for you. And if you would really love some help and assistance to move forward with this, when we open up the doors for another round of the Awaken Soul program, because I'm going to do another one launching in early June, which is really exciting because we've had so many amazing results already in just 2 weeks inside a 6-week live group training now. But I will be opening up the doors again soon for the opportunity, because I know that there's people already asked me, can I participate? And so yes, I'm excited to announce that I'm going to be opening up the doors again very soon. I'll be popping up a link soon on the page. You can, and maybe when I hit the replay, it will be ready. But if you're watching the live right now, if you want to reach out to me as a private message, you can say, I want to be notified first. I will share with you that the first 10 people who jump on in will be getting a bonus live one-on-one call with me as well. It was 20 on the last round, but I have 37 people I'm nurturing right now, and I don't have a lot of space left in my schedule to take on too many more private calls. So it's the first 10 that are going to join us. And I'm also excited to announce that instead of the normal $997 US to join us for the program, which has been that for a long time, just like last time, I'm going to give it an early bird opportunity to jump on in for $369, which is super exciting because it's a third of the price and you're going to have an incredible experience. The value that you get from this is a fast track to accelerating into creating your new future, letting go of all the old programs, awakening to what is your soul's desires, really clearing out all the energetic blocks so that you can get into a state of healing and harmony and become the creator to manifest everything that you desire that is true for you. That is true for you. No longer trying to create something that you think you should be, could be according to the program, whether it's been projected at you by parents, family, or society. But this time it's about you tuning into what's really lighting you up, what is most important for your soul and your purpose here on the planet Earth today, now. That's a really exciting experience. If you're feeling that energy resonate with you and your soul calling for that, make sure that when we launch this, that you jump on the wait list or you get into the program or send me a private message to let me know that you would love to be able to have a chat about getting started. So I really want to thank you all. Thank you, Narelle. Thank you, Sue. I can see some of you are popping in on the live call. Really appreciate your attention. Please let me know if there's any other particular topics that you would love to have some support with and some direction with so that I can be that support with you. Come join us into the Awakened Soul Revolution. Invite your friends who are waking up or are awake. make sure that this is a place for them too to be nurtured and encouraged to step into the greatest version of themselves. And for those of you who are ready, there is always that opportunity when we open up the invitation to join us in the next level trainings and the groups that you can come in on that. They over-deliver. I over-deliver with the training and the program and the value that you get. I can promise you that it's a wonderful journey if that's the next step for you. And when you're ready, you can take that leap. Love, light, and manifesting lots of love, light, and manifesting lots of miracles for you this week. Beginning today, beginning with designing your future in the moment and being present with that energy now.